Pause, it's got to be a custom map.
It is Exclusion Zone indeed. Okay.
What?
They have just, complied, which I am pleasantly surprised about.
Tell me in more detail. How do you feel knowing that for once things went according to plan?
I don't know. I guess I have been so used to things going awry, especially in this freaking game, that when it does happen, that everything goes according to plan. It catches me so off guard that I don't think I can have emotions about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, if you are just tuning in, welcome to King of the Hill. We do not have a current king. This is a battle for dominance to establish a new king now that the old kings have abdicated, but they did not have a line of succession.
Abducted?
Abdicated.
Ab- 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 Aborigines?
Abdicate.
Oh.
Abdicated.
I don't appreciate that kind of explicit talk in my stream, Frisky.
Past tense of a monarch to renounce one's throne, or to fail to fulfill or undertake a responsibility or duty.
You can abdicate all you'd like in your free time, and while you're
Your
off
lexicon requires enrichment, good sir.
I don't know what innuendo you are getting at here, Frisky, but again, inappropriate.
Did you never play Age of Empires?
No, I've never played Age of Empires. Am I?
They're always like, oh, my peasants couldn't find the sheep, so I shall abdicate. Clearly, your horses are superior to mine. AI players always had just pithy little, this game sucks comments before they quit.
So you're saying it's a big piece that I'm missing out on, that it would be... It's a valuable life experience that I should obtain.
There's a lot of memes that you could be a part of if you had Age of Empires in your channel.
That's the main reason why I kept watching Game of Thrones. So I could just be aware of all of the random-ass memes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And I'm really doing my best to try to jump around this stupid mini-map, but it's not...
This is a difficult mini-map to navigate.
It's very difficult.
Interesting strategy. So Nightmare is going with Paladin, but he's doing it with shooters and boxers in coordination with Dillos. So he's got a lot of hit points. The boxers are actually going to be surprisingly effective in leading the charge against all these neutral gaddies, and so is going to take this right-hand outpost very quickly. The downside is Carbon is also pushing in on the outpost that he just took and walked away from with a bunch of tanks.
Yeah.
Tanks are good.
Tanks are good. This is AirMech, so tanks are good. I'm pretty sure that's a rule and written into the Bible.
Carbon knocks that post down really quick. MakeWars gets the quick capture and is probably going to poke his eyes onto the fort next. B-Boy scouts this, tries to build some fort defense. He's been busy up in the top center.
There is a, there's a wide little, area over here that you could mount a defense, though, right at the fort, though. So hopefully B-Boy can actually put together some kind of defensive line. And in the meantime, maybe Red can cheese.
He's manually ferrying all of the boxers from the right-hand center back to the fort to potentially do a push with.
Which might work. Boxers are insane, except one is stray right now. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Red team is going for mid at this point. Nightmare is... What is MakeWars and Killer... Or, not Killer.
So... Paladin Sand Spam. We got ourselves Empty Soul.
Oh boy, oh god. B-Boy's actually moving in. The boxers are actually behind.
I think he can take it.
Yeah, he might, actually. Wow.
I think B-Boy takes this, and I think Nightmare is actually going to be able to get the neutralize on mid.
Oldtimer really low on health. And B-Boy forcing both red players out. Oh my god, that was impressive.
A completely non-standard composition, but it seemed to be exactly what they needed. So B-Boy kicking ass and taking names with that Helix, holds right click, knocks MakeWars out.
Nightmare taking mid. So
Nightmare with the Sam spam just wrestles that mid away as well. 2oldtimer coming in with, hey, seeing if you can't make something happen, but there's no Carbon Army anymore. There's no anything.
and the red team pushing out on multiple levels. This might spell doom for the Carbon team. I mean, they have a decent army over here, but there's jackals and tanks mixed together. B-Boy running in with a couple zippers.
2oldtimer with light mine?
What? I didn't. Oh my god.
Yeah. Someone watched my stream.
Probes going down. 2oldtimer and MakeWars are going to get finished off by B-Boy's missiles.
Taken down by the missiles.
Oh.
Nightmare takes another outpost, working that Paladin, got the attack buff on all these units, so even though their guns may be small, they're doing a solid, extra 20 or 30% more damage than they would normally be rated for because of those Paladin buffs.
And all the red team needs to do
is trying to back cap, but he is spotted immediately by B-Boy, trying to take an outpost that was never even neutralized.
It was neutralized, but getting killed in the process.
Still had the neutral T-45s on it, so those jackals that he put down on defense are actually getting taken down by neutral units.
Where is 2oldtimer in this? Is he okay?
2oldtimer is trying to approach the bottom post that he lost, but actually going for a bottom right corner cheese.
Needs to find some weakness in their defenses, but BboyDeyo is all over it.
He's scouted.
Oh god, he's scouting everywhere, and he's kind of realizing that he has nowhere to go.
Is realizing that 4 level 1 creeps probably not going to be able to get the job done here. That Sam spam from Nightmare, normally you'd think it's really countered easily, but Carbon does not have the answer here.
It is very difficult to deal with.
Gaddies. They're spamming Gaddies and light mines. What kind of... I mean, admittedly, those are counters, yes, but... The Paladin leading the charge is able to absorb all that Gaddy fire and take virtually no damage, blocking for those Sams really effectively.
That is an interesting combination. This is definitely one of the weirdest AirMech games I've ever seen in the modern, in modern eras of AirMech.
This is giving me nostalgia. This is a very old strategy.
Oh god.
Just keeping the Sams on normal, like not giving the Sams a follow order, just keeping them on capture while continuing to auto-deploy more out of the outposts. That's beautiful.
Nightmare just absolutely swarming the entire map with all of these Sams, and BboyDeyo doing a great job with a combination of zippers and dillos, actually being really effective
it's all
here.
Light units. He's using the same boxers that Nightmare had created.
Oh, did you hit a buffering?
System lag.
Yeah, okay. But
we're
yeah,
back.
It's a very large... Oh, and 2oldtimer drops.
CC'd.
Well, unfortunately at this point, I can't really classify this as a justifiable remake.
I think that's a red team win right
there.
That
is clearly... The Sim Spam is destroying me.
He's not wrong.
Even as the striker.
That's an accurate observation. Yeah, you would think the striker would be better equipped to deal with it, but it's...
It just isn't working.
Clearly, we're not prepared to deal with that kind of strategy.
His computer is having a hard time keeping up with all the units, all the freaking Sams on the field, which is hilarious.
He's at the sprite limit.
Yeah. Well, fortunately for you, MakeWars, you're not going to have to put up with the lag for very much longer.
Exactly.
Wow.
I assume he's pushed the surrender button, or he's probably just waiting for his force to go down.
It's probably
we're
faster.
in domination mode. All outposts are captured, so...
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that on this map yet.
On this map? No.
Yeah. And,
well, that was
boom.
interesting. I like... The move for Boxers was a little bit questionable, but seemed to work really well against the composition Carbon had. And so while Carbon had kind of a little bit of a stronger start, Red definitely kept the momentum going.
I mean, I would definitely say that was the most interesting game of the day. The classically best game was probably the last one on Sandtrap, but this one, it was very intriguing. I saw a lot of things that I didn't expect. And, the way that I thought the game was going to go, I mean, the Carbon team had the game at first. They were very aggressive. They pushed the outposts, got control, but ever since that push on the right side, right when we thought the Carbon team was about to destroy the Red Fort, B-Boy pushed back, and from there it was a non-stop stream of red carnage. So, pretty cool. All right,
MakeWars
guys.
saying his PC just can't handle the lag, saying that the Sam spam just took advantage of his inadequate PC specs. He couldn't process all those missiles.
And I guess that is a viable strategy, hilariously enough. So we will get the next game going for our new champions, Nightmare653 and BboyDeyo.